It's a European product that is assembled here in Australia. It offers very good tear weight. It's built with quality products and offers amazing thermal properties. 4-lip seals, which just give you the best sealing properties. Decent hinges. Everything's good about the Thermaxx.
But the skin of the material is a one-piece skin that goes over the top of it, and it gives it a really shiny and a fabulous finish, which makes it very easy to shine right or sticker or adhesive to. I think Woolworths is a great advocate of that, where they've had no trouble over the 3.5 years with that product, and the signage has actually stood up and they use it as a marketing tool.
Some of the benefits you get out of the construction is all through the panel. When it's made in a wet on wet system. So everything that's in there, the stainless steel panels, they're all in there together, integrated in with the timber, integrated with the foam, so it's a one-piece construction. It's not added on at a later stage.
So the benefit of the panel is that rather than having to build a steel structure to get your strength, the strength is built into the panel itself. So the panel itself becomes stronger, and then the adhesive-based, which is eventually, I suppose, what you'd call almost a space-age type of adhesive structure, creates what I'd refer to as a monocoque construction. It's completely integrated. It's so good that you could probably turn the body upside down and fill it with water. It's so well sealed. But that gives you a much stronger mating face of the panels than you'll get in a rivet-together structure. And rivets tend to move, the glue surfaces don't move, so they're very strong. So, as I was talking about, the difference with this is what lies beneath. In this structure, there's the reinforcing in the right places to create the strength in the floor, but also the metal tapping plates, so that in terms of bolting it to the chassis, there's metal where there needs to be metal, the steel is tapped in, but there's no steel running through that body to transmit heat. And if you know anything about the way heat transmits in a body, a lot of the heat comes off the road. Particularly on very hot sunny days, the radiation off the road is probably much higher than the ambient temperature. So the floor is the critical part of a truck body, and this design gives incredibly efficient thermal insulation in the floor, whereas in most normal bodies there's a steel structure running through that transmits the heat through the floor. So this structure, by having the steel where it needs to be and then providing timber, which is a very poor conductor, enables the body to be very thermally efficient, but at the same time creates the strength. The other interesting feature is the way the lead-in plate is pressed, so that we can create things like this drain and the fully moulded exterior to give a completely sealed body, so that you don't get this moisture penetrating and rotting into the floor. And you see some of the older conventional bodies that start to deteriorate and delaminate and rot. This is sealed. So the structure is not only thermally efficient, but it's designed to be strong and have a very long life.
So the rice grain floor, what sets this above the rest is that it is a one piece. So there's no join marks, there's no welding marks, there's no points for this to deteriorate and to break.
When you bring in a high quality product, if you're going to go the whole length, you've got to have the right fixtures. So they've fully imported the top of the range. It is a high range body. I'm not going to walk away from it. It costs a little more than everyone else's, but the benefits bar way out of everything,
By having a lighter weight body, it'll allow the customer to carry more capacity. So it increases their payload, whereas suppose they might have only gotten on 4 pallets, they can now do 5 pallets. We're a large company, we're Australia-wide, and we do have the support network. If you should need a repair, if anything should go wrong, we have the support network behind us as well, where a lot of our competitors cannot offer that.
And repairing it is quite simple as well, because it's polyurethane. You can get the resin in there and very quickly patch it up, sand it back and clean it up, put a sticker back on, and you've got a wonderful surface again. That's one of the key elements as well. Woolworths trucks running around there now are almost 4 years old. They haven't got a mark on them because the hardware is so good. I think probably the biggest thing that most of the customers said to me is they haven't had any issues with their thermal quality. I think that's the biggest thing. If you're buying a refrigerated body, then realistically it's got to refrigerate really well. Because it pulls down so quick and holds the temperature so good, your cost of running that truck is less, and it's not going to hurt your mechanical product. I'll put my hand on my heart and say this is the best rigid refrigerated body in Australia. Our client list suggests that. When you look at Linfox, Plateau Foods, Pace Farms, Riley & Sons, FreezeX, Connect Logistics, Roadmaster, Woolworths, just to name a few.